Top stories at 9 now. A judge says New Haven's interim police chief has to step down, and the city plans to appeal that. And black clergy leaders also going to be asking for that chief to step down. They plan to hold a news conference later on today. News 8's Ken Pierce outside New Haven Police Headquarters to sort it all out for us.
The Board of Alders says she should go. Black clergy leaders say she should go. Now a state judge is saying legally she has to go, and yet Renee Dominguez is still the interim police chief here at the New Haven Department. Everybody knows she's not going to be staying in that role. It's right in her title as interim chief. The problem is, under the city charter, interim appointments can only serve for 6 months. The mayor appointed Dominguez last July with the hope that the Board of Alders would approve her as permanent chief. Instead, the board rejected her nomination in December. Then the 6 months ran out in January. Here we are almost in May, and a judge now says Dominguez has to step down. Black clergy leaders are echoing that. Reverend Boise Kimber released a statement telling the mayor to, quote, uphold and follow the law. But the mayor says the city plans to appeal.
I think it's easy to stand on the sidelines and submit lawsuits and do press conferences and criticize and disrupt. As mayor of the city, my responsibility is to keep the city safe.
And he says having another interim chief step in for a few weeks or months would be bad for the department, which would be bad for the safety of the city. Reverend Kimber and others say what is bad for the city is actually the lack of black leadership in the police department. They're holding a press conference about that later this morning. The Board of Alders also issued a statement saying the mayor should respect the judge's decision and name a new interim chief, or just go ahead and choose a permanent chief. So far, the mayor refusing to do that. The city is accepting applications for a permanent chief position through the end of next week. In New Haven, I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.